Namaste and welcome in the series of cybersecurity. This side is Meena, and today I will discuss about how to protect your Wi-Fi routers from hack. Every day, every one of us using Wi-Fi network. Hackers always in the hunt to find out the weaknesses on the Wi-Fi network and just create an environment to lure the uh, users to get their data, to get their Wi-Fi routers passwords, to access what's going on over the network. So in today's session, I will discuss about what are the things you can use to protect your Wi-Fi router. So let's start today. First of all, we need to understand why the hackers are always in the hunt of attacking on our Wi-Fi devices. Why they are and, always in the hunt. Yes, I need to get the particular password of that Wi-Fi device around me, or to get the access on the data what is passing through over the Wi-Fi network. Because one of the trouble with the Wi-Fi network is it's not having the certain boundary, because that's in this is the one of the problem, and this is the golden chance for. So we are, for example, we are having our Wi-Fi networks. It is having certain boundaries where the hacker, where that data can present or represent in the air. Okay? So we cannot control it. So that should not go like in this direction, particular direction. In case of wired network, at least we are having a certain cable. Okay, that cable is connected to the particular device. Maybe that is your end devices, or that's connected with the switch or with the router. Whatsoever the data will pass through, that's controlled. But in case of Wi-Fi, it's not controlled, it's in air. And hackers always want to crack it down the password to have access on the wireless devices. Why they are doing this? Because they want to get access on the Wi-Fi device, and on the what the traffic is passing through it, so that they can eavesdrop, or they can find out what is the exact traffic is passing through the network. And let me see whether they are accessing the website that's related to the uh, uh, financial websites, or they are using some critical information which they can use for their own benefit there. And due to this motive, they just establish different type of attacks in the Wi-Fi network. Okay? Either they can sniff the packet whatsoever, because that's in the air. Okay? So they can get a copy of the uh, particular packet. And then if we are using the weak security, okay, and that weak security they can use to find out the password, and then they just become the part of the network, and whatsoever the traffic is passing, they get it, and they can just crack it down what is passing. Or they can even for example, there is a building, okay, or your own Wi-Fi network, and nearby that particular access point, they can also establish their own access point, which is established by the hackers. So any user, when they want to connect with the Wi-Fi routers with the access points, they will also get the information about this available access point, which might be looking like the established or the legitimate Wi-Fi device. Okay, but they can also use that trick. And another things, they can o- uh, interrupt the traffic which is passing between the end device. For example, here is the end device, or for example our laptop, and here is our router, Wi-Fi router here. And to get the authentication, definitely they needed some certain password. And if we are not using any password open authentication we are using, then it is very very dangerous, because hacker now need not to perform much effort to get the entry into the network. Okay. So if we are having the weak security, then definitely, for example, here is the hackers, and hackers can perform uh, so many packets they can send to the Wi-Fi networks which we are using, and they just force it to re-authenticate. Okay. And meantime, when the particular device will authenticate again, then definitely what was the password in it, they can collect it, and then this come to know, yes, this is the password the uh, particular client is using to get access in the Wi-Fi network. Okay. And even they can work as a man in middle. Whatever the traffic is passing through the legitimate client, they will get a copy of it, and then they can send it to the destination. And in between, they can also make change. Yeah, that's possible. And uh, even you have seen in so many movies of the hackers, like they are created too much signal, and they just jam the Wi-Fi network. They can use, that's what possible. There are multiple devices in the market which the hackers can use to jam the Wi-Fi network. Okay. And even near to that particular area, they can have their malicious Wi-Fi device, and can move around it, and can find out, yes, what type of uh, network devices are available. And they can offer their own Wi-Fi network, so that the legitimate user, when just trying to connect, they will connect with the malicious or the rogue access point, and everything which is passing through that network they can see it. That's very possible. Okay. And they can also attack on the Bluetooth or weak passwords when they are used, then definitely hard to uh, hard to get the password. Even I just will forward the link. I also created uh, a session on how to crack password on Wi-Fi net. I'll just give in the description. Okay. And there are many tools. Even in Kali Linux there are many tools available. With the help of those tools, hackers can uh, perform cyber attacks, and that's possible. Now the question comes: how to protect those attacks uh, on our Wi-Fi net? First of all, whatever the your Wi-Fi router, for example, what are the best practices? Follow that. Okay. Give the strong password, which, if we are having the strong password, then definitely it will be hard for the hackers to crack it down. Whatever the security features is available on your routers, whether that's a WPA3 or 2. Okay. So use the highest one. It will be very very hard for hackers to crack it down. Yes. Or if you need to, if you know, yes, this is a specific uh, specific devices I'm having to connect to my Wi-Fi routers, then definitely we can filter with the help of the MAC address. So we can allow our Mac devices, just only those devices are able to, we can do it. And what are the logs generated by our routers? We should enable it. Why that's important? Because if somebody trying to connect, or they just terminate the connection with the router, and if some kind of malicious traffic, huge traffic we are getting, then definitely we just come to know, yes, what's going on our device. Yeah. And definitely what are the range of our signal, which channel we need to use, also we need to keep eyes on. And uh, from somewhere, when we know if some kind of updates or the patches are coming from the vendor, then definitely immediately update your device. Clear? Or if any plug and play device is enabled, take it off. You can also use VPN for the security purposes. And what are the security services available on your devices? You need to implement it. Otherwise, if we are using the default setting, default SSID, default password strength, or different or weak password, then definitely we are giving invitation to the hacker, this government, just to perform the attack on our device. Right? So there are the things which you can follow and can protect your router from the, okay, or follow me on the cybersecurity project and get the notification for the next interesting and informative session, and also share that session with your friends and group members as well, so that they will be able to understand how they can protect their Wi-Fi routers from the hackers, what the security measures they can take to perform the security on the Wi-Fi. And in the next session, I will discuss about what are the cybersecurity common rules. Definitely gonna a very, very interesting session. So, namaste. See you in the next session.